Hello, Bashar.
And a you good day.
我来自中国。
I come from China.
我在前几年就在看你的视频、文章介绍，然后我一直对你就很兴奋，然后今天就有一个同步性的发生，我就见到你本人。
For these several years, I always watch your videos and listen to your recordings, and I'm so excited to meet you here.
We are always excited to meet any of you. It is our passion and our pleasure to
遇到你们
interact
也
with
是，
all
对
of
我
you.
们来说也很兴奋，对我们来说也是很兴奋的，让我们感受到很热情的东西。
那我现在不知道要说什么，
I don't know what to ask now,
但我非常非常的开心，
but I'm very, very happy.
因为你很多的文章和视频都帮助到我，让我找到我内在可以更大的去扩张，可以让我的生活变得更好、更有力量。我非常的感谢你。
Because I watch your videos and I saw all the words, it helped me a lot. It changed my life a lot. Thank you so much.
You changed your life.
是你改变了你的生活，
But we thank you for allowing us to help.
但是我们也感谢你允许我们去帮助。
I can talk all day long,
我可以讲上一整
and none of you have to take the information and apply it in your lives. So you made the
运
choice
用在生活里
to，change your life.
是你做了这个选择，改变你的生活。
Yes?
是的
Yes.
我非常感谢我自己。
I thank myself very much.
Thank you for thanking yourself.
谢谢你，谢谢你自己。
我现在的生活已经变得特别的好，就是我在灵性学习，包括看你的视频，然后我想现在请你看一下，对我有一些指导和帮助，可以让我变得更开心，在这个地球的身体里。
Now my life gets very good, and I enjoy my life by spiritual learning and applying them. So please now check my energy and give me some advice or guidance to let me enjoy this earth.
There is no other
being in
guidance.
this body.
There is no other guidance than what we have said. You act on your
除
highest
了之前说
passion
的，没有
every
其他的了
moment that you can to the best you can,
就是追随你的最高兴奋，然后去做你最大你能够做
and
的
you。take that action on your passion with no insistence and no assumption as to what the outcome ought to be. That's
并且去
it.
坚持你最
That's the
那条路
guidance.，
这个就是他的指导，
It's that simple.
就是这么的简单，
You don't have to make it more complicated than that unless, of course, you enjoy complication.
不需要把它搞得复杂。你们通常会很享受复杂，
Do you?
是不是？
Are you sure you know what question you're answering?
你确定知道你的问题被回答了是吗
我知道，
？Yes, I know.
So, you don't have to make it complicated.
所以你不需要把它变得复
Keep
杂
it，simple,
让它很
keep
简单，
moving, keep acting
然后持续的这样往前
on
进
your，passion.
在你的那条路上，就是让你
Allow
很热情的
life
路上，
to happen through you.
允许生活穿越你去发生。
Yes?
OK，Yes，
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And second question，
Yes.
就是你说我们都在同一个平行时空，同时在这里又在那里，同时在过去又在现在又在未来。
等一下，You said that we are in the parallel world. At the same time, we are in the present, also in the past, also in the future.
Yes. Everything exists at the same time.
是的，一切都是在同时发生的。
那我就搞不懂为什么会是这样子，我不理解。
I didn't get it. I don't understand it.
All right. Let us use the typical analogy that we often use to
我们就
explain it.
用经常用的这个典型的来讲，
You are familiar with watching television, yes?
你是很习惯就是看电话，
Yes.
电视的，对不对？
Yes.
All right. So imagine you are watching a television show.
想象你在看一个电视节目，
Now, you change the channel,
你现在换了频道，
but the show you were watching a moment ago is still going on.
但是你之前看的那个节目，它还在继续进行呢。
But you're not seeing it anymore because you changed the channel.
但是你没在看它，因为你换频道了。
And you can change the channel again and again and again and again.
然后你还可以持续的再一次换频道。
All those shows are still going on at the same time, but you only see the one that you have changed your channel to.
所有的节目其实是在同时进行的，但是你只看到了那个你选择了频道的播的那个节目。
So all realities exist at the same time, but most of them are invisible to you because you're only focused on one at a time.
所以其实所有的实相都是在同时发生的，但是其他对你来说是视而不见的，因为你只关注在你所看到的那个上面。
But all the programs are running at the
但
same
是
time.
所有的节目都在同时在播。
Does that help explain and illustrate the concept more clearly?
刚才这个解释是不是能够帮助很清晰的你理解？
Yes，就是那么我的未来也在此刻同时进行。
So my future is also exist right here, right now. Is that right?
Yes, but there are many probable futures. You don't know which one you're going to choose
但是有很
yet,
多可能的未来，你不知道你要选择哪个呢？
but they all exist, just
但
like
它们
all
都
the
存在，
TV programs
就
exist.
好像所有的电视节目都存在一样的。
都在于我的选择。
So
But your future may be a little bit of this one, a little bit of that one, a little bit of this one, a little bit of that one, a little bit of this one, a little bit of that one, a little bit of this one, a
那个
little
可
bit of
能
that
性
one.
点，那个可能性点。
And that may seem like one future, but it's not. It's actually composed of many different parallel probable futures.
看起来好像是一个未来，但实际上是由很多可能性的平行的未来组成的。
所以我要做的就是把此刻让我自己兴奋、开心。
So right here, what I should do is to be excited and right here, right now.
Right here, right now, because now is all there is.
因为 ，pardon，
Now is all that exists.
因为现在就只存在的就是现在，
There is nowhere else to be excited.
然后没有什么其他的地方能够让你兴奋。
Yes，
Make sense?
yes，
听起来有道理吗
Okay.
OK，
？OK。
Thank you.
Thank you。
Hi, Bashar.
And a good day.
Thank you for having me here. And thank you, AT, for inviting me. My question is, how do I make more of a positive impact on the spiritual realm I'm in?
You understand the formula that we just discussed?
Yeah.
What other answer do you need? If following your passion and acting on it to the best you can, with no resistance and insistence, allows you to raise your frequency closer to that which is representative of your greater self, what else is necessary? Because the thing that is important to understand is you already have all the impact. This is true for all of you. You already have all the impact you will ever have just by the fact of your existence. The idea is you don't create more impact, you just become more aware of the impact you already have.
Okay.
Make sense?
So how
Do you understand the difference?
I do. How do I become more aware of the impact?
I just told you. You're separating things out that are not separable. You act on your passion to the best you can with no insistence or assumption as to the outcome and just keep doing that, and all the automatic tools come into play. It becomes the driving engine of your life. It becomes the organizing principle of synchronicity. It becomes the path of least resistance. It becomes the path that connects to all other expressions of your excitement. It becomes the path that supports you in whatever form of abundance you need. It becomes the reflective mirror that shows you something within you that might be out of alignment with your excitement, so you can examine it, let it go, and bring that energy back into alignment. It leaves nothing out, and if you remain in a positive state, no matter what happens, you will always extract the beneficial and positive effect. And this is the instruction manual in its entirety. There are no more instructions. That's it. It's that simple.
Got it.
Just follow the instructions in the same way you would if we handed you an instruction manual to learn how to operate a piece of machinery. You follow the instructions, the machine works to your advantage. You throw the instructions away or ignore them, you might injure yourself. So follow the instructions, it will work to your advantage because it always works. Remember, there is positive and negative synchronicity. So if you are only using the idea or adhering to the ideas of negative or fear-based beliefs, then synchronicity can only reinforce the negativity because it doesn't have a mind of its own. But if you follow the instructions, stay in the positive state, follow your passion, act on it, don't give resistance to the flow, your natural flow, go with the flow, then you will get the effect of the positive side of synchronicity to your advantage. That's the instruction manual. Just follow the instructions. You'll be fine.
Thank you.
Does that help?
Definitely.
All right.
Also, I have a question about synchronicity.
Yes.
In terms of numbers.
Yes.
And
they're road markers, letting you know that at the moment you see a synchronistic number reflected to you, you're in the correct vibration in alignment with your path at that moment. Stay in that state.
okay.
Yes?
Yep. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you. How synchronous of you, because that's all I had to say too.
Oh, Bashar.
And you good day.
Good day to you. I might not use the similar language, but I'm
That's
sure
all
we
right.
can meet. Okay. So I don't really have an organized question, but I think we could have.
Do you have a disorganized one?
I do, actually.
All right.
So just let me know if I'm off, but this is what I've gathered so far.
All right.
In this human experience.
By the way,
Yes.
asking to be told when you're off is being off.
Oh, is being off. Okay.
Yes. Just having some fun with it.
Sure. Oh, perfect. So how I feel it is that it's all one infinite consciousness, and we're appearing within that.
Well, in a sense, yes.
And
Because
that
there is nothing outside of it.
And it's like a dream, like God's dream,
Yes.
Source's dream.
Yes. That doesn't remove your autonomous nature because you're a co-dreamer.
Okay, so
Yes.
there is an individual essence within that ultimate.
Yes. If you're standing in a hall of mirrors, don't you see different reflections?
Yes.
Well, they're all reflections of you, but nevertheless, they're still individuated, even though they're all reflections of you.
Of the one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, same idea.
So is there an actual individual autonomous, you can say, soul that is reincarnating in different realities? Or is it the one infinite consciousness? Like once me, what I view as me, once myself is done, is
Done
it just
with what?
another? Done
You mean
with
as the
this-
physical experience?
No. As with this particular dream of
The
that I'm-
physical experience.
The physical experience.
You're having this life, you mean?
Yes, this particular life that I'm living.
Yes.
Will it just pop out a new life with like there's no continuation of this one, or will consciousness just pop out a new life?
Well, you're kind of asking two questions in one from different perspectives because
Okay.
you're asking a linear question and a nonlinear question simultaneously as if it was the same question. It depends on the level you're coming from, the perspective you're asking the question from.
Okay.
From your physical space-time perspective, you are you. You will never be anything else. You've never been anything else. But there are an infinite number of parallel versions of this life that many people might recognize as quote-unquote you that are not actually you. But from a higher level, from, let's say, the Oversoul level,
Okay.
the Oversoul is having all of those incarnations simultaneously, all at once, and recognizes itself as having that life, having that life, having that life, having that life. Now, you can create the effect that you call reincarnation, but it's just an effect. It's a perspective effect because all things exist at once, including all those other people. All exist now. Therefore, you don't ever actually become them, but you can make connections to them energetically in the present that from a space-time perspective you interpret as either a memory of a past life or a precognition of a future one. But you don't actually ever become those persons as a person, while you may actually be those people as the Oversoul that you are also an extension of. So it depends on what level you're asking the question from that gives you a different answer.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely. So my interest has always been in self-realization, enlightenment,
Yes.
God realization.
Yes, well,
And-
self-realization is what consciousness is.
right, realizing what you actually are.
In other words, it's not even that complicated.
Oh, okay.
In other words, you have no sense of self if there is no sense of an other. Do you follow?
Yes.
So the idea is that the reflection is what creates self-awareness. Without the reflection, there is no self-awareness. There is no expression of consciousness. Because you see, the one, the unbroken one, has no self-awareness. But the first reflection of itself to itself is where consciousness and awareness come from. And that's what we call all that is. It's the, shall we say, portion of the non-experiential, non-aware one that is actually aware of itself as everything. But that requires a ripple, a reflection of itself back to itself, so that it creates a sense of an other that gives it its sense of
Reflection.
itself.
Yes. A
And
reflection.
that is the basic idea of consciousness and awareness.
Wow. So
Yes.
would you, okay. So let's talk about death.
Yes.
You elaborated on it earlier, but could you elaborate it more? Like what the transition, is there a memory of like, I mean, infinity, like if this soul has lived thousands, millions.
From a
eternal
linear
lives,
perspective,
okay.
because remember, everything exists all at once.
Absolutely.
Time is subject to existence. Existence is not subject to time. Existence just is. And if you are part of existence, I assume you are, or I'm talking to myself,
Absolutely.
which I also am, but that's another story.
Yes.
If you exist, that's your fundamental quality. You can't become non-existent because by definition, non-existence doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Therefore, that which is cannot become that which is not. You cannot have an experience of that which is not. Nothing is not nothing. Nothing is still something because you can still conceive of it within existence.
Right.
Non-existence is literally inconceivable.
There only is.
There only is. Therefore, when we talk about infinity and eternity, all we're really saying is you just are.
So
That can't change. You just are.
So with this experience right now,
Yes.
I go into states and I have different experiences of
You as the
realizing my
physical
eternal
person, yes.
As a physical person realizes the eternal nature.
Yes, to whatever degree the physical mind can grasp it.
But is it really possible to be fear of the fear of death?
Is it possible
To be liberated of the fear of death while still in a physical body?
Absolutely.
Or is the mind always going to be in fear?
No.
Okay.
You can arrive at a point where you have the ability to let go of all the negative belief systems, all the negative definitions. You will continue from that point forward to divest yourself, but not of negative beliefs, only of that which is no longer relevant. But the physical mind is more than capable of understanding the difference between what you call the survival mechanism and the understanding that you don't ever actually die. Not really, in the way that many humans mean it. Because you exist. All you do is change form. So you can allow your physical mind and even the survival mechanism portion of it to get used to the idea that death is really no different than if you changed your clothes. And I don't think your physical mind is afraid of you changing your clothes. Yes or no?
I think the mind is attached to its sense of.
But the mind is your creation.
So it's you creating the mind.
Yes.
There we go. That's amazing. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Because remember, you're just channeling your personality. This is only a portion of you. You're dreaming that you're not in spirit, but you are. That's your natural state. This is just a dream that you're having in spirit.
So with your race,
Yes.
did you? I take it you're all self-realized, obviously. Self-realized, enlightened, God-realized, whatever you want to call it.
We call it being Sasani.
Being SSI. So is it no longer that? I guess that's of no more importance because so many people here on Earth are trying to reach God. The experience of God. It's so important to some people.
We have arrived at a point in our evolution where it's not a relevant choice. It's not a relevant choice to be afraid.
Oh, to be afraid. Oh, what I meant was, so because you know what you are,
Yes.
and you know you are the all that's the one and the one that's the all.
Yes.
You have switched your focus on something more feel like it feels good, like
yeah.
manifesting desire.
But that's what we
like
mean
that.
by what we said.
Okay.
The opposite is no longer a relevant choice. We validate it as an equal choice, but it's not relevant for who we know ourselves to be anymore. In the same way that certain things you experienced or chose to do as a child are simply no longer relevant for you.
Right.
Yes?
Right.
You're not afraid of them. You recognize that those are valid choices, but they're not relevant for you as an adult. Same idea. They're just not relevant.
So I had an epiphany recently. Which
Oh, how
might
exciting.
Yeah. Is because I kept wondering, how is it that if we're all living on the same planet, but then you're saying you're not. Yeah. So then I was like, well, no, the only way that that's possible, that everyone starts seeing synchronicities based on them.
Yes.
It would mean that there is no physical reality.
There isn't.
And it's appearing within this it's appearing in 12, like let's say there's 8 billion beings on the planet. There's 7-8 billion worlds.
Yes.
Totally a reflection of themselves.
Yes.
But somehow we're all linked.
Not or, and most of, I won't say all, most of the 7 billion individuals are not only creating their own world experience, they are also co-creating a place that is called the shared world, so that you can interact from world to world by having this simulation of a shared world that you all think you live on, even though you don't.
So we're all contributing to that.
You are. It's an orchestration.
But on an individual level, if you're peaceful in nature, you're seeing for your own individual life, not necessarily the world, you're experiencing a peaceful experience.
Yes, and you can still have that peaceful experience even though you may have agreed to be able to perceive a shared world in which choices are being made that are not relevant or vibrationally compatible with what you prefer. Now, eventually that will change, because the tracks are spreading farther and farther apart. Your world is splitting into different parallel time streams, in a sense, physically speaking. Therefore, for now, and maybe for several years to come, you will still be able to perceive those that make choices that are not compatible with the choices you would make. But in time, you will no longer see each other. That's why on our planet, there is not even a hint of those kinds of choices. They're simply not relevant for the vibrational frequency of existence that we exist in. Therefore, we see nothing but the kind of choices that are compatible with the reality we prefer in our collective world. Is this making some sense?
Absolutely. I have one last question.
Yes.
And it's kind of an entertainment question for me.
Oh, all right.
The pyramids.
Which ones? There are many around your planet.
Okay, so as ancient as we could know right now, was it an ancient civilization that came here and built those, or did we at one time, kind of like in the Indian terminology, like the different ages based on consciousness? So was that built in a previous golden age by us, or did ETs come down and do that?
Depends on the pyramid. And also understand that knowledge was passed down. Most of them were constructed by humans. Some of them had help from extraterrestrial, extra-dimensional sources, but a lot of the knowledge was simply gained by certain individuals being capable of doing astral travel and retrieving the information that they needed.
So we were more advanced consciously back then as well.
Yes.
In combination with extraterrestrials.
In combination, here and there. It was a mix of things.
And somehow we, like in Vedic culture, they talk about we went into a dark age. So would you say we lost
although
our
not
connection?
every place on your planet experienced that exactly in the same way, and not everyone actually even experienced a dark age. Many people on your planet tend to think that your history is representative of every single culture on your planet. It's not.
Right. So did at some point we lose the connection with the extraterrestrials, and we lost that knowledge because
you haven't
of a
really lost the
thing?
connection, or we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Right.
Nevertheless, many of you did kind of go to sleep for a while and thought that we were nothing more than a dream or a nightmare. Now you're waking up. Here we are. And so we've always been here. It's just a matter of whether you could actually perceive it or not. Now, the shifts usually occurred because the Earth has a certain story to it, a certain program attached to it that used to be its major program. This is changing, but a lot of the idea of the ancient Earth program included, and still to some degree includes, the idea of certain cycles of renewal And therefore, some of the so-called dark ages were created by what you call cometary and asteroidal bombardments that wiped out many civilizations, as it did with such civilizations you call Atlantis. That's why it disappeared in the blink of an eye. There was an asteroid that struck the Atlantic Ocean and wiped it out. So this happens frequently on Earth. And therefore, the knowledge is preserved in some of the pyramidal structures and other structures because the people that built them knew it would happen again. They were aware of the cycles, and they wanted to preserve the knowledge so that when you grew again as a civilization, you'd be able to find those edifices that wouldn't be destroyed and see information encoded within them that would help you build the civilization back up, ideally to a point where you wouldn't be destroyed again. How you doing so far?
I'm still with you.
All right. I meant, how's your civilization doing?
Oh, not so great.
Making some choices.
Yeah.
And therefore, that's good. Bringing things out in the open, seeing the negativity and the positivity in a clear light, making choices as to what you prefer, and following that track. Yes?
You're amazing.
So are you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Please, all of you, remember, we can't be amazing if you're not. So you must be amazing too, or we wouldn't be, because we are all reflections of one another. The only difference between us, the only difference between us is that we know who we